Hello students, I am Purnima Saraswat in continuation with the previous lecture in which we were talking about the ideas that have helped mankind. Earlier we discussed about the prehistoric ideas that have helped mankind. Now in this lecture we will talk about the ideas, historical ideas especially, which have helped mankind. In this we talked about the law of motion, Newton's law, and we talk about the Darwin's theory of evolution. Now we will talk about the psychology, that is the science of behavior and mind that have helped mankind. Science proved that there is no concept of soul in human body and its function on the basis of some principles. Similarly, animals, birds, and other lively creatures behave under various circumstances. Russell considers that science of behavior and mind is also one of the cooperative ideas that have helped mankind. Now, Russell also talks about the moral principles. He was of the opinion that many nations created weapons for the sake of security, but unfortunately, they used it against each other. Weapons destroy first humanity and then humans. Man is mixture of both good and evil. In order to ensure goodness and for the welfare of the humanity, moral principles were created. Brotherhood and the doctrine of unity are important in this context. These ideas were necessary to save the world from destruction. This doctrine was previously adopted by Alexander the Great, who forced his fellow men to marry women of different nations so as to create a single democratic nation. It is certainly a positive step and can be included in those better ideas that have helped and lead the mankind towards the improvement and recreation. The next that he is talking about in his essay is democracy. Besides its negative aspects, people deem democracy as the best system. Even Abraham Lincoln was of the opinion that democracy is the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. It gives people liberty and freedom, whether it is religious or cultural. It also provides people the freedom of speech. But according to Russell's, along with the other ideas, it is also one of the best ideas that have helped people. Then Bertrand Russell talks about the freedom. He says, with the democracy, there comes the freedom. Freedom of every kind. That is, people can easily purchase properties, they can do business, they can enjoy religious freedom, they are free to speak even against government. Thus, with democracy, freedom is also important. Then he talks about the personal liberty. Freedom of the whole nation is not enough, according to Bertrand Russell, until one has the liberty to accomplish his desires. People can adopt their desired religion and culture. They can pray, worship, or celebrate religions or culture festival. Russell likes personal freedom also, along with the freedom of nation. Russell, on one hand, appreciates the ideas that have helped mankind, but on the other hand, he criticizes the people who misuse them. For example, he raises voice against physical and moral corruption in democracy. He says that when a democratic country comes in power, it starts focusing on its private interest. Instead of doing something for the welfare of the motherland, people in power start promoting their private concerns. This misuse of power leads a nation towards destruction. Private interests of people in power are fulfilled, subject to risk and cost of citizens. He considers that democracy is a safeguard against the worst abuses of power. People do not know that their selected persons are doing this. They do not take any step against them, due to which government starts abusing its power. Russell is also against war and wants people for every nation as well as religion. He wants equality for everyone. His criticism is related of misuse of power, corruption of government and laws. And for that he gave a suggestion, he gave an idea of international government. He presents this idea. He, demonstrating his own philosophy, suggests that every country should adopt the method of international government. He supports his philosophy by subtle arguments, strong examples. Russell thinks that humanity has suffered a lot in both the world wars. Despite of too much destruction, people gained nothing. If countries and nations want survival, then international government is the only opinion. When Russell wrote this in his essay, he was confident that if the ideas like international government were not adopted, then in upcoming years war would destroy each and everything. United States of America and Russia were the two major powers in those days. Now the world had not adopted the idea of international government, and nothing would happen. In his suggestion, Russell is talking about equality. He may be right, but it is much difficult to adopt his idea. Although international government can fight against hunger and disease, yet many countries do not want equality. This idea goes in favor of poor countries, but not in favor of rich countries, because they do not want equality. They want only power. Moreover, in Russell's days, only USA and USSR were in the power, but nowadays China is also an established country. Russell in his essay first describes benefit of useful ideas that have helped mankind, and at the end demonstrates his own philosophical idea of international government. Russell's philosophy is the philosophy of peace and equality. He supports his arguments and philosophy with historical example. He has a vast knowledge of every field of life, and that's why he makes him a Nobel laureate.